That's terrible. Okay. I gotta get a new tripod, so I'm trying to do this shit just to make a fake intro. Girl, let me go ahead and start this video. I'm gonna order this tripod because I feel like I'm gonna have prize. So, I don't know. Just ordered my new tripod. Oh yeah, y'all. Manny said hey. He said tell YouTube I said hey, and did. So he'll see this in the video. Brr. The fuck. Okay. Okay, now I'm gonna get started for real. What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Bryson, aka AyeeItsBryce, and welcome back to the channel. No, it's welcome back to this is a franchise. What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Bryson, aka AyeeItsBryce, and welcome back to AyeeItsBryce IRL, where we live IRL and not virtually. Go touch grass if you haven't. Welcome back to the channel. Now, as you can see, this is new content. This isn't, you know, content that I've been holding on to for months on end. Yes, I got my workout. Oh, I'm wearing this hat tomorrow. I don't care. Oh, well, today, because it's currently 2:40 in the morning, but that's besides the point. As y'all saw, like, the past 2 videos, let me make sure before I say that, yes, the last 2 videos that I have posted have been old pieces of footage that I've held on to for just a bit because I haven't had the inspiration or anything to, like, film new content. And I don't know why. I've been on creator's block for a little minute. Watching like some YouTube videos and stuff is kind of giving me a little bit of shake back on stuff that I want to do. I have a clothing haul video that I want to put out after I start school, because it's like you get clothes starting school. It's a back to school clothing haul that you do. You don't want to show it off too much before school, because then it's like you giving away your good jush before you get into the school, and then everybody know what type of outfits and stuff you got planned and what you got and what you want to put on, and don't nobody need to know all that just yet. You show that off when you get there, okay? So that is why I'm waiting to put that one out, okay? Now, y'all gonna probably kind of hear me repeat the same thing. I'm not gonna go into depth like I might do here, given a couple seconds if I keep on talking. But yeah, long story short, I haven't really been inspired to create much new content. I don't know why. Like I said, I've been on creator's block, and I don't know how it happened. It just happened out of nowhere. After being a YouTuber for a minute, folks that want to start doing YouTube, you're going to later on realize that after constantly doing videos and having to try and come up with ideas off the top of your head, when you don't get much, you know, many suggestions and stuff, and it kind of gets to writing. But you'll get to you'll figure out how to overcome that bridge when you get to it. Besides the point, let me actually explain what we're here today to talk about. Today's video is a like high school tips video, tips on surviving high school. You know, how to get through high school as a new an incoming an incoming high school student survival guide. There we go. Incoming high school student survival guide. There we go, by AyeeItsBryce, yours truly. All right, before I get started with this video, I do want to say I was very much inspired by my friend Lindsay. Y'all can go subscribe to her. Her thing is Lindsay Luxury. Yeah, it's right here on this on the screen right here. Y'all can go subscribe to her. That's where I got this video's inspiration from. I jotted a couple things down in my notes, and while I do this, I may or may not, don't quote me, I'm gonna try and continue and work on my hat, Beyoncé tees. But that's what I've been working on for like the past few days, and it's just like, yeah, we trying to get what we going today, okay? Okay. Before we get too full into the video, I keep saying that damn phrase. Before we get into the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Obviously, you need to do that. Become a part of the family, because we live IRL, we don't live virtually. Like I said again, don't touch grass if you haven't. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into the video. So I'm in my notes. I got high school. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different things on my list. I might make something up in my head as I go to kind of cover. Oh, just got another one. All right. Yeah, so the first thing that I would like to go over is your grades. Now, I wasn't the most academically excelling student. I don't think that's even the correct phrase, but I'm not saying girl, let me get this together before I say that and y'all think I'm stupid, because I'm not. I just be having my moment. I'm not just a straight DNF student. I got my A's, B's, maybe 1 C, maybe a D if it's math. Math is definitely something I have a D in, because me and math, we're not like this. So that's one thing that I struggle in. I already know for a fact, but that's neither here nor there. Grades, you want to try and keep your grades looking pretty good, okay? Because when you get to your senior year, which I'm going to right now, which is crazy, because I wanted to say this before I get started. I didn't think I was gonna have to go ahead and make this video, gag. Look at me. Look at me. I'm a senior now, and I get to make a video on high schooler tips. Gag that. Anyways, yeah, you want to try and keep your grades looking pretty decent, because whenever you go to college, of course, when your 12th grade year, that transcript isn't going to be pulled and sent to colleges that you're interested in or that you've applied to. Your 11th grade transcript is going to be what they get, and they're going to base it off of that to what they want to put you, what classes they're going to put you in and stuff like that. So you just want to keep them grades looking pretty nice, if you, as well as you can. Don't be too hard on yourself. That is something that you do. Whatever you do, do not try and be too hard on yourself about your grades. If you don't understand something, ask for help. See a tutor, YouTube, photo math, something. Try and find a way to figure out a problem. If you can't get somebody else to help you solve it, try and solve it yourself with Google or something. That's what I'm gonna tell you. That's what I can tell you to do. Yeah, but because that's what them colleges are going to look at whenever you get ready to apply. So you just want to see if you can try and keep them to look as well as they can. I know I have my moments where I struggled, and of course my grades aren't going to be straight up and down A, B honor roll, which that is something that I wish I would have been able to achieve. Maybe I can achieve it this school year. We will see. That's not something I'm going to punch myself in the throat about if I don't make it. But we're going to work towards that goal, because it's just like, I should have been did that. But that's neither here nor there. See, you be hard on yourself about stuff that you really feel passionate about doing. And yeah. So make sure if you can keep your grades looking pretty good for when people pull your grades for college and stuff like that, try your best. Just try your best. That's all you can do. Your best is all you can do, and that's all you can give. And if anybody try and push you down harder than that because you're not doing your best at their standards, just know you're doing your best to your standards, okay? And that's all you can do. All right, what's the next topic? Okay, your friends, folks. Friends. I'm sure if you like me and you got friends that you was in middle school with that you're going to high school with, like y'all you're gonna be pretty set. Make sure you, like, you know, of course, keep in communication with them, you know, all that other good stuff. But also make new friends along the way, because that's only going to brighten your life even more. Don't be a B word, all right? Don't be a B word to new people that you meet, all right? Be nice to them. Treat people how you want to be treated. That is something that if you don't hear it, if you ain't heard it before, you're gonna hear it now, all right? Treat people how you want to be treated. I try to treat everybody with respect. I try to treat everybody nicely. Will I get that in return with certain people? Probably not. Which means I 9 times out of 10 might just attitude with them whenever I see them. I don't know. You're not gonna get one chance to try and be rude to me and think that you're gonna get off with it the next time I see you. It's not like I'm finna break out and fight, but you know, just treat people how you want to be treated. Try and make friends as many as you can to create memories with throughout your high school years up to graduation, because it's gonna fly on by. And you will hear that and you be like, no, school that went through pretty slow. I was just a freshman 2020. Here it is, coming up to my school year. I'm finna be on that like right now. I will be graduating soon. Okay? So make as many friends as you can. Make your memories, take your pictures, make your videos, do your TikToks. Child, just make the best of it. Make the best of it. Okay? That's like the whole year in general. I didn't talk much about friends, but well, yeah, just make. I don't want to reiterate the same thing. Just try and make friends and be nice to people. That's how I feel. With certain classes, like what I would do if I'm sitting at a table and there's two people right there already having a conversation. This is how I made friends with Manny, who I said hey in the video at the beginning of the video. This is how I made friends with him. I was in tutoring at one point in the school year. This is my 10th grade year, I think. Him and a friend was already having a conversation at the table, and I just butted in because why not? And that's how we are. Him and his friend. That's how we ended up. So I mean, we're all good now, and it's just like, yeah. So yeah, that's what I would tell you. Like, if you don't know how to just start up a conversation with random people, listen. Just add your little comment, and they might come back to you and ask for input, and they might ask you something, and it'll snowball from there. So that's how I be making most of my friends. Just butting in a conversation, or if I speak to somebody, if they look nice and stuff, I just try and be nice to folks. That's how you make your friends. Okay. Next topic, extracurricular activities. Throughout your school year, you want to try and be included in a lot of stuff. Sometimes in graduation, which if you don't know, you will know this now, you can get cords. Certain groups will give you can earn cords from. Some don't, but it's okay because you still get this experience, and when colleges see certain stuff on your transcript, it can roll on from there. You can get the benefits and stuff sometimes. I might just be talking out of my, but yeah, I say try and involve yourself in a lot of stuff throughout your high school years, and don't do it to when it gets too late. If you wait until your 11th grade year to say, this is an example that Lindsay used in her video. Say you want to be a cheerleader. You wait too late until it's like your 11th grade year. You got to go back and learn old cheers. You got to learn new cheers, new routines, and all that other stuff. And you don't know half of the stuff that you could have learned if you started at the beginning of your year and kept on progressing. And you have to start smaller. So like, say if you're in your 11th grade year, you got to start small and be on like pep squad. Like, this is how we do pep squad. Then there's junior varsity, and then there's varsity. So you got to start at pep squad first. Then you go on the, but I think you have to have like a credit in gym or something like that, and then you can move on to, because you had it, I don't know, it's kind of a lot, but just try and involve yourself in stuff. Make sure it's something that you're interested in. Don't do it because you know you're gonna get credits and benefits whenever you go off to college. Do it because you're interested in it. If you're interested in like if they have broadcasting, writing, we have film studies, drama, what else? Some people I think we have an anime club or a gaming club somewhere in my school. So if your school provides stuff like that, stuff that you know that you find interesting, get on and get into it. Get into it. It's worth it because you're going to enjoy it at the end of the day. I know and if you know that you can lead something really well, get into it. So I speak upon myself. I want to be like I tell myself I want to be the president of my Black Studies Association club in my school before I leave. Probably the president of the GSA club, our Gender Sexuality Alliance club at our school, which I was already on like the little the council little thing before, when it was like first getting started, me and a couple other people. And I just want to involve myself in a lot more stuff before I go. Another thing I want to add in there before you go, if you can, talk to your counselors, talk to teachers, apply for scholarships. Because whenever you go off to college, that's gonna come in handy to pay off this stuff so you don't be knee deep, foot deep, throat deep in debt. Because at the end of the day, okay, so the next topic I want to get on is about tests and stuff. That's literally what I put in my notes, tests and stuff. So tests, exams, them big old statewide tests, ACT, SAT, the whole 9 yards, all right? If I can tell you one thing about midterms, the end of the course exams, regular class tests, those things, study, study, study. If you can, make a Quizlet, Kahoot, something that's gonna help you study. Ask your teachers for what's the word? What is the word? Because I know it is not qualities. Why did I just say that? Materials. Ask your teacher for materials and other stuff that's gonna help you study for that test, that midterm, that final exam. Because that's gonna come in handy at the end of the day. Really studying, don't try and cram it in one day, because I try and do that and that's not very healthy. That's not gonna work good on you, because then you gotta try and sleep and then you gotta wake up and make sure you remember all the stuff, and then you go in there and it's like you got a car that you're trying to start and you blow something, and it's just. So please, please, please try your best to study. Make sure you're paying attention to stuff in class, because that's something I do, and then I go on later on to figure out that there's something that I don't really understand because I have a hard time paying attention in class. I don't think I have ADHD, but if I do, then that's something I figured out. But if you please try your best to pay attention in class, study, look for extra materials and other stuff that'll help you study. If you have questions about things that you don't know, ask your teacher for a more in-depth explanation, or ask somebody in your class that's smart. I got friends, for example, this girl that I know, Ida girl, that is a smart cookie, okay? I had another friend in class, his name, what was my friend name? I sat with him at the table. He was in my Algebra 2 class. His name wasn't Cameron. It wasn't. I done forgot his name, unfortunately. I done been out of school and I done forgot everybody's name. But I know I'm gonna see. What's his name? No, his name wasn't Carson. His name was, I feel like it ended in something son. But whatever, I'm not thinking of my name. I need to stop that. But yeah. Ask people at your table that you think may be smart. Like I said, my girl Ida, my friend that was in my table in my Algebra 2 class. Even the kids that don't talk much, that pay attention more than you think, ask them. Because they gonna get it. They can help you. They'll probably explain it to you in a way that you can understand it, rather than getting it from a teacher and you probably don't understand it hearing it from them, because they have a more in-depth explanation, because they have teacher's notes and everything else. Ask the student, because they're paying attention to what they're getting from the teacher. And yeah. So yeah, that's what I can tell you about like tests and midterms. Oh, I didn't. Okay, we have what we call LEAP test. That's just a statewide test. So we're gonna call it the statewide test. The statewide test, your ACTs, your SATs. Like I said, ask your teachers for materials and stuff. YouTube might be a good help just in case. I don't know. Your teachers could potentially go over stuff with you before those big tests come along. So just be sure to like ask for, ask for help just in case. Listen, pay attention. Pray for some retention and recall before you take those tests, because baby, one thing about it and the two things for sure, them tests is long. You're gonna be tired, it's quiet. But yeah, and we take the ACT every year if I'm not mistaken. So as you go on, you're going to understand a lot of stuff more, and as you go on throughout your classes, you're going to also understand a lot of stuff more. So that's going to also play a big part, and you'll be able to answer questions, be like, oh, I remember this, we went over this in class, I might have studied this. So it pays to pay attention and ask questions. What's that phrase? They say a stupid question is a question that's never asked. Okay, I think that's it's some along the lines of that, but just keep that in mind. Next topic, following crowds. Okay, now in school, everybody got their little crowd that they like to run with. Everybody, the vast majority of people is all gonna think one way, and if you think another, And it's like, you know, everybody nowadays seems to think something's buddy, something's lame, something's not cool. Don't try and jump into that thinking, oh, you know what, maybe I need to listen to them, because that does look buddy now that you think about it. Granted, some stuff actually is like that, so I mean, in certain instances it's like but majority of the time, if you really in the back of your mind thinking, no, I actually don't think this buddy that's cool. Like for instance, here's another example. We had a incident where it was a basketball game and the theme was pajamas. Oh baby, I gotta put in that clip where I was laughing at the theme name.
Y'all, I can't help but to laugh at myself. I've been thinking about this student council thing all morning. Them bitches got the dress code for this game, and it's supposed to be wear your PJs, cause it's put the other team to sleep. Girl, the thing said they looking a little. It said they looking a little tired, y'all.
It was like, oh, they said they looking a little tired, y'all. Cause they was looking a little tired. Okay, we played one of our rival schools in terms of basketball, and the theme was like wear your pajamas. Yeah. So there was conflict on Instagram and stuff. Everybody kept on posting about whether the theme was buddy or not. And it's just like, if y'all see me spit, I do apologize. When I get to talking, yeah. But yeah, we had an incident where they were talking about like, oh, the theme was buddy, don't nobody need to put that on, y'all gonna look stupid wearing the pajamas. Baby, we had our whole student section, and it was like extended a little bit, and even people that weren't in the student section that was just sitting in the stands, some of them folks, some of them had, I mean, majority of people had on regular clothes. Oh well, cool, whatever. But we switched it up and had the pajamas on because the folks was looking a little tired, y'all. But it was cute because our whole student section was so hyped and so cool. Everybody had on their pajamas. They would support school spirit. It was the cute shebang. We had the DJ and everything. Yes. Also, I still do one in my head to actually DJ a big school event. I DJ'd my junior picnic. I didn't get many videos of that. I wanted to do a vlog. Long story short, it didn't happen, but I did have a lot of fun. And I did that. But if I do my homecoming or prom, I will be vlogging that. Shameless plug. Anyway, but yeah. Don't follow the crowd. If you really think something is cool, if you want to do it, do it. Don't be ashamed to do it just because somebody said they don't like it. That's them. Don't listen to nobody else. If you like something, do it. That's all I got to say about that. Preparedness. That's something that is going to really need to tie into your whole life, being prepared. Like in terms of DJ gigs, my mom always get on to me about not being prepared, having my stuff in the car if I leave something at the house. There's that. Not coming to school with probably enough supplies. You gonna come to school one day and not have no pencils or no pens, and you gonna be asking around for pencils, and not everybody has extras. So you always need to be prepared. Come with your schoolwork, come with your homework, come with work that y'all need to still be working on. Just be prepared for whatever could happen, because you don't know what y'all may need, what y'all don't need. So I would say if your teacher don't say throw nothing away, don't do that. But if you have it in there for an extended period of time, ask your teacher before you throw it away, because you could potentially use that, or y'all might need it. So yeah, there's that. That's pretty much all I gotta say about being prepared. Dealing with teachers. Okay, you are going to have teachers that you like and teachers that you don't like. Okay, and there are gonna be teachers that you're neutral with, that you don't hate but you don't love. All right. I have my teachers that I absolutely love dearly, and they were near and dear to my heart, like, and still do. I plan to hopefully have those relationships with teachers this coming school year, but that's besides the point. Try and make relationships with the teachers that you do like. Talk to them. I mean, of course you can't like become that can't be like your best friend, but you can y'all can have a relationship with, of course y'all know boundaries because teacher and student. But as time goes on, you can gain a relationship with your teacher where you can feel like you can talk about stuff that's like vulnerable to and near and dear to your heart. That you can talk to them and you know that they will keep that in confidentiality and all that other stuff. So be trying to make relationships with some of your teachers. I know I have with some of mine. I have one of my real teachers from freshman year that I still love to this day. My broadcasting teacher, who is now gone on to do some good stuff, did greater things in his life. Hope he's doing real relationship with him. And then the lady that came in after him, love her so much. Who else? It's been a lot of teachers that I've actually made good connections with and stuff. But yeah, please try and make relationships with your staff, with your teachers, with whoever else, because then they see the real you. And if you have one way that you acting out in class and they see that, and they might be able to tell when something's wrong, they can come and talk to you and figure stuff out. Shoot, maybe if you get in trouble and you have those relationships with the staff, you can potentially get out of that trouble. I mean, I haven't had that experience to get in trouble, but I mean, make those relationships and make it so they can miss you when you gone, and when you come, if you want to be that person to come up and visit. I don't know who's gonna be that person, but if you want to be that person to come up and visit, you can, and they can be happy to see you. Y'all can have y'all big hug and conversation. I done made relationships with the staff in the office, child. So yeah, just try and make relationships with your teacher. I suggest that. I don't know if anybody else does, but I do. Another thing, some of these teachers might not know how to teach. I ain't gonna say no names, but girl, we had this one teacher who I feel bad for her though, because kids was calling her out, kids would talk about her. It was so bad, but I mean, in a sense they weren't wrong, because that lady, she could teach, but she at the same time, it was just like, girl, you just sitting up here showing us videos and you giving us, you showing us videos of other teachers working stuff out and other stuff like that. It's just like, ma'am, the hands-on from you will probably be way better. So yeah, and they had the one instance where, again, plug at Ida, because oh no, I'm not gonna say that, because then we get in trouble. We gotta keep it confidentiality. But yeah, she posted that video and it probably had I think it had like 3.1 million views on her TikTok. Nonetheless, that lady that got told off a couple of times by many different students, girl, but and she was so petty. She was super petty. She played with a, was it a pen? She was tapping the pen or doing something in the child ear. The parent did, ooh, girl, that teacher was annoying. But, I had my moments where I did like her. She was the one where I was neutral with her. But I was more on the side where I wasn't too much of a fan of her rather than liking her. This is, okay, I wasn't a fan. Yeah. But yeah, that's what I can say about dealing with teachers. You're gonna have teachers that you don't like. Some of their work be hard, and that's what's gonna make you hate them. They're gonna have extra work, and some of them can't. Then some of them can't teach, and that's what's gonna make you hate them. The way their personality is, how petty they are, the comebacks, whatever, you might hate them. But at the end of the day, you're spending that whole semester, that whole school year in their class. So at some point, you're just gonna have to try and mature yourself to try and deal with them. If you gotta tell them off, hey, I'm not saying that you should, but you do what you gotta do. But yeah, try and make relationships with your teachers. If you don't like one, don't be too quick to go off on them. But yeah. Okay, I think I had like 2 more topics before yeah. And I ain't even touched this hat once. I just been sitting here looking at the camera. It's cute, isn't it? Disco ball. I'm in the mood to roll something up. I look like Neo with a fedora on.
Yes.
Okay. Anyways, like I was saying, the topic at hand now, there are 2 topics left. Okay, back because I got distracted touching on the hat. Communicate. Communicate with your teachers, communicate with your friends, communicate with staff, whoever. That's something that's also gonna tie into your life, because I have to communicate with like my managers and stuff. I have a hard time with being late, and if there are some moments where I should have communicated with them where I didn't. Oh, baby, my bottom lip has been ashy this whole time and I ain't know nothing, God. But yeah, communicate. Y'all, I know I talked about leaving the chicken shack and Night Talk Tuesdays. I ain't never done another Night Talk Tuesday. Anyway, ooh, I might do another one soon. Besides the point, communicate, okay? communicate with your teachers. If you've missed a day, if you know that you're going to miss a day, if there's something that you didn't understand, if there's something that you need clarification on, if there is something that you need from them that you know that you need that grade for, because that could boost your grade up from a C to a B, or from a B to an A, or from an F to something. Communicate with your teachers, because at the end of the day, that is something that is going to play a big part in your grades. And these teachers take care of 200 plus students. They aren't going to remember a measly single student because they were absent. They might know it when you get in their class period, but they're probably not going to do that because they have other stuff that they have to teach a whole class. So be sure to communicate with your teachers. I don't care what it's about. Missing work, missing homework, old homework, whatever that. If they give you the opportunity, oh yeah, let me add that. If they give you the opportunity to make up some old work, take the opportunity. I've had moments where I've missed that opportunity, which is very stupid of me, because why would I? But take that opportunity. Please do, because that's gonna help. That's gonna definitely boost your grade up. That's going to help you in the long run. All right. And when they give you that work, actually do it. You know, don't procrastinate. You know. I have a problem with writing slow, and if I have music in my ears, I also have a problem with, you know, jamming out to music and not paying attention. I be in there reenacting music video scenes in my head, and I be stuck on the work with my eyes closed like this, and I be grading on the surfboard. So, and I be doing my, you know, B-roll scenes and stuff, and this, and I don't have the time for that. Okay, so yeah, just be sure to communicate with your teachers about stuff that you need, stuff that you might need more time on. Yeah, if you get the opportunity to make up some makeup work, which doesn't really go with communicate, but I don't know, whatever. That could go with dealing with teachers, but oh well. Yeah, communicate about stuff that you need to make up, stuff that you weren't there for, stuff that you know you're not gonna be there for, other stuff like that. And just continue to use that throughout life, because communication is gonna get you very far, whether it's in a friendship, relationship, work-life balance, and all that other stuff. It's gonna help you in the long run. So be sure to communicate. What else? I don't think I was gonna say anything else about communicating. I might have started saying something and I stopped, but yeah, please be sure to communicate. The final one is sleep. Get your rest before you go to school. Don't be like me. Sitting up at 5 in the morning and you gotta be up for 7, then you going to sleep and only getting like an hour and a half, 2 hours of sleep because you gotta get back up. Alright? Don't be like me and also complete an all-nighter a day you have to go to school. Alright? Actually go to sleep at a pretty good time. If you gotta get up at 7 o'clock to get to your school and the bell be ringing at like 8 something, well, they let y'all on campus at 8 something, you go to sleep. And if 12 o'clock p.m. will work for you to get you some rest, do that. I think I might need to start doing that. It's currently 2:42 in the morning. I'm still up. I gotta be to work at 2 p.m. today. I don't know how to do it. And then I'm talking about going to get an oil change. I got a lot to do. But please, get your rest. Don't be like me and have what is it? It's not sleep apnea, is it? It's something dealing with sleep, but don't be like me and try and have it, okay? Because I might be self-diagnosing, but I just don't be sleeping right. And I don't know why. There'll be moments where I take a melatonin and I can go to sleep. Take some melatonin if you need it. Take a Benadryl that's going to knock you out for the night and then set your alarm to get up, alright? That's what I should have did tonight so I could go to sleep. But I didn't, okay? So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Go ahead and get you some rest. Because when you be running off for 30 minutes of sleep and fumes because you done went to sleep at 6:30 a.m. just to get back up at 7, who else do you blame but yourself? Yourself in this thing right here. See, I'm going to blame this thing right here. No, I'm going to blame Queen Naja, okay? Queen Naja, if you see this, I'm sorry, girl. You a key. But, I be up on here, on this. I be up on the computer watching YouTube, editing, doing whatever else that I ain't got no business doing in this 2 o'clock in the morning, I gotta get back up at 7, okay? That's not good, especially when you know you need to get up. So please be sure to get you some rest, because that's gonna play a part in the long run, whether you paying attention in class, whether you can understand stuff, because your mind don't function well whenever you don't sleep, whenever you don't get enough sleep. Being sleep deprived and having all that sleep deprivation, it's not gonna do you no good, okay? So, just be mindful of when you go to sleep at night. I sound like a parent, but sleep is important. Did you know that you can die from lack of sleep? I did, yet I still do it. Mind your business, okay? But don't be like me. Don't be like me. And get you some rest, all right? That's what I want to tell you. Cause, girl, yeah. Just because I yawn don't mean that I'm tired, but it could. Anyways, quick tips. 1, don't be running around the school. People gonna look at you crazy and they might make whispers. Oh yeah, people gonna talk. People gonna run their mouth. People gonna have something to say all the time. Like I said, them folks thought that little that thing was Buddy whenever they wore the pajamas that one time at the basketball game. Girl, them kids still wore them pajamas that day. Don't be studied in what nobody's saying. I know it's easier said than done, but I've had to condition myself to kind of not give a F about what nobody got to say about me, because at the end of the day, are you living in my body? Are you paying my bills? Are you buying me stuff? Are you my man? Are you my woman? Granted, I'm not. Self-explanatory, but really, it's not benefiting nobody to talk about you, but it's also not benefiting you to sit there and worry about it. Because at the end of the day, they aren't doing nothing in your life to really benefit you and big up you. They just talking down on you. And at the end of the day, karma gonna kick them and knock them in their head. So you be the best you will walk with your head up high. Be cut, okay? But yeah, don't give a care about what nobody say. Yeah, like I was saying at first, don't run around the school, because people is gonna get them weird looks if you running. Yeah, you did just get out of middle school, but people trying to get to class, people at lunch trying to enjoy their little 30 minutes before they got to go back in class. Don't be running around making yourself look like Boo Boo the Fool, alright? We don't want that for you. What's another one? What's another little thing? Don't spread mess, because then you're gonna have a rep for being messy. Don't nobody want that, okay? Don't be a mean girl, because then you're going to have a rep for being yeah, I might bleep that one. Yeah, I'm gonna bleep that one out, but it had to be said. Yeah, don't be messy, like I said, because then you're going to have a rep for being a bitch. Don't let anybody separate you from somebody that or folks that you already were acting one way. Like if you have to change yourself to fit in a certain group of folks, which granted I know I've had to do it at times, but as I've grown, I know that I'm not gonna change myself for nobody else no more. You either take my authentic self or you don't have me at all right? So don't change your authentic self to just hang around a certain group of people because your original humor or whatever don't work for them. Be yourself, have your own dynamic, and whatever works for you gonna work for you, and whatever works for somebody it's gonna work for somebody. And if y'all don't mesh, y'all just aren't meant to, hang out, and meant to be, meant to date, meant to whatever. But don't change yourself for anybody. And that goes for like making friends and all this stuff, because you're gonna find some people that you want to be friends with, but you realize that your personality don't match with them, your morals don't match with them. It's just like, we don't mesh well together. You just gonna have to call it a day and keep it pushing. What's another one? Do your homework, study. I already went over everything I got to say. I don't really have much else in mind. If I figure out anything else, I might just make a part 2. But I don't know. I think that's pretty much it. Okay, that pretty much wraps up this video. Thank y'all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Give me some ideas for some new content, because I do enjoy doing this. Look, I don't know what I was finna say. I don't like having to try and come up with stuff myself. I like getting the opinions of others at times, depending on what it is. Now, if it's an opinion about something that I know that I like, and I just want to hear from somebody else, whether they like it or not, that I might not take in consideration, I'll still listen, but it's not gonna affect me. But anyways, leave some suggestions. I like taking suggestions. There we go. That's a better way of explaining it. I like taking suggestions from the general public. So leave some suggestions of stuff that y'all might like to see me do for newer videos, new content. I want to do more driving videos. I got my license. Mother might let me drive around the town for a little bit. You know, I'll do vlogs and stuff more often. First day of school vlog is coming up soon. The back to school clothing haul is gonna come after I finally start school, because then I have another package of clothing coming. And then again, like I mentioned, I don't feel like, you know, spilling the beans of what stuff I might got for. I want to put that issue on at school, even though granted, you know, I can dress, but besides the point. Yeah, just give new content ideas. I keep reiterating that, but that's the main point at hand. And again, subscribe, because become a part of the IRL family, okay? We do it the best.
You know them dreadheads do it the best. Oh yeah, I like a head.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much all I have to say. Thank y'all so much for tuning into this video. I'm very glad to actually be back in front of the camera. Yeah, I hope the incoming high schoolers take this. I hope the incoming high schoolers take this advice into consideration and actually use it to their advantage. Because in the long run, I feel like some of what I said might help y'all. And some of this was just for me to talk my head off, you know. Yeah. But that is all for the video. Thank y'all so much for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I shall see you guys next time in a new video. Alright, love y'all. Bye. Oh.